I'm Bob Fletcher, CEO of the Channel Company. We're actually a 34-year-old startup. We began our days as a print media company and then became much more than that, a digital media company, an events business, a marketing and services company. We have products around the world. We have software products today, 165 employees, and multiple locations. In September 2013, we were separating from our parent company in a management buyout. We needed a solution provider to help us. So we started to look around, and knowing GreenPages, the team there, that we trusted them, we knew they were a lead partner that not only could do cloud type deployments, but infrastructure. We had to make a move fast, so we turned to GreenPages. So for us, it turned out to be an all-cloud environment that's really managed by GreenPages. We don't have an IT department. I don't think I'll build one. I may have one or two people over time, but right now I have really nobody in IT other than one individual. That seems to be making sense for us. You know, we're a mid-sized company, 160 employees. We're on a growth trajectory. We've got a lot of different types of businesses, but we don't believe that IT is our core competency. Our core competency is what we do, and that the IT deployments and what we need to do, they really ought to be handled by somebody that's an expert in it. So for us, we had to build a complete new infrastructure. We didn't know whether we should do it on premises or in the cloud. We preferred the cloud, so we were looking for direction on that. We had to move all of our licensing. So how do you do that? How do you accomplish it and be in compliance with all of the vendors' products we have? So that had to happen. We had to do this in a very fast time frame. We had to do it in multiple locations around the country. We had to do it with remote users as well as users that were in the office. So there was a lot of complexity there. In addition to that, we have our own software business that has its own set of resources, and it needs to be on servers and hosted environments. We had to move that. We have our media sites. We have our online media sites. We have tablet applications. We have print applications. All of that had to move. So for us, we needed a player that understood on-premise infrastructure, because that's what we had, how to move that to the cloud or to move it to some hosted environment, some managed services. So we really looked for somebody that could do it all. A lot of the questions that came back from the GreenPages team is, you know, where do you need to be in a few years, right? So it isn't just about building something that's going to satisfy what you have today. It's about designing an architecture and a platform and delivering a service that we can build on. So there was a lot of discussions around that. So I think they made us think differently about what we were trying to get to. And we're not done. I think this is a long-term relationship. It's an evolution. We're pushing on a number of different areas now, and quite frankly, they're helping us think through some of the other issues that were non-infrastructure related, about how we've constructed our own environments, how we built our own software products. So there's a lot of back and forth, and we really look at this as a relationship with a partner that can help us think clearly, is trusted, that we believe we can go to, going to get honest feedback, and isn't just going to try to push us in a certain direction. That's why we're big believers in the channel. They're not, you know, beholden to one vendor's platform. Well, I think the best part of working with somebody like GreenPages is I don't have to worry about IT. I can worry about the business. Again, IT is not a core competency for us. It's an enabler to allow us to do what we need to do. It's important. It's a strategy. It's a big part of the business, but I don't want to have to manage it the way that many companies do. I'm a believer that, quite frankly, I want to concentrate on where I can grow the business. I want my team concentrating on where their expertise is, and let the experts in technology help us get there. I absolutely would recommend GreenPages. I think it's been a great relationship for us. I wouldn't be continuing the relationship if I wasn't willing to actually say, yeah, you should take a look at them as well. I'm a big believer that, quite frankly, you got to work with people you can trust, and we completely trust GreenPages. You have to work with people you believe are going to have your best interests in mind, and we believe that as well. So it's a wonderful relationship for us. We think it's strategic, or I wouldn't have done it. We think it's strategic, or I wouldn't continue to do it. We think it's strategic, or I wouldn't do it in the future. So for me, it's all things seem to be going in the right direction. For us, this is a long-term relationship. I have no desire to turn elsewhere. If somebody came in and tried to pitch their wares to get GreenPages out, I don't know why I'd even entertain that discussion, quite frankly, because I don't see the value in it. So for us, it's worked real well.